morning, America. Welcome to the second edition of the Alan and Lauri in the Morning Show. Good morning, Alan.
Good morning, Lauri. You look great today.
Well, thank you. So do you. Where did you get the tie?
I got this tie from Macy's, and it's kind of a throwback and an homage to our principal and founder, Mr. SAHOURI, affectionately known as Boss. There's your plug. You owe me money. What's that? We got a new addition to our lineup.
Yeah, that's my little Chewbacca.
Okay. Well, so what's on the agenda for the second edition?
Cyber liability.
Cyber liability.
What is cyber liability, Alan?
Cyber liability is liability related to the cyber world, internet, that kind of thing.
So, like,
Albert?
when Target got hacked, credit card numbers were
Yeah,
stolen.
Target got hacked. Cyber liability. No, I'm just kidding. I actually know what cyber liability is. I'm just messing. What is cyber liability? It affects everybody.
For community associations, it might be easier for them to think of it as privacy liability. So when you're responsible for personally identifiable information, names, addresses, bank account numbers, credit card numbers, especially if you allow your dues to be paid online or by direct debit.
Everyone's doing that now.
Right. Anytime you have any of that information, you have an exposure. Now, a lot of associations will contract with a third-party vendor to handle all of that online transaction. You need to make sure that you've got the appropriate contract in place so that if something happens, that vendor is going to be responsible for as many of the fees as you can transfer to them. It's a risk transfer tool.
Right. I have a company or a software company or an internet security. Don't they assume that responsibility? It's not my system getting hacked, it's theirs.
True, but I think it depends on what your contract says. So that's probably something you should go over with your association attorney in detail if you're responsible for collecting personal identifiable information.
Right. When someone's information gets hacked and they are a client or a unit owner or a member, they're pointing the finger at the immediate responsible party.
Right.
Which is always the property management company or the association.
And you don't want to be in a position where you're having to pay out of pocket
Exactly.
and wait for reimbursement.
Insurance will pay for those costs and subrogate on your behalf. That's important. So coverage, even if for only the reason to have assets or money set aside to go forward with that kind of endeavor. If we're breached, if more than 2 pieces of personally identifiable information are compromised, you are required to notify all of your clients or your members. That cost is $83 per member, per client. That can rack up pretty quickly.
It can, and then on top of that, many states will require 1 or 2 years of credit monitoring
Yep.
to be provided to the injured party, whether or not somebody's actually using the information that they've stolen.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it's the responsibility of the board of directors to vet all of their vendors,
Including the managers.
And when it comes to the third-party vendors who are collecting dues online, it's part of the board's responsibility to understand how they're going to protect that information.
Right. If the viewers at home are still saying, well, it can't happen to me, it is happening now more than ever to those organizations that believe it's the least likely to occur. That being said, insurance costs for cyber liability right now are affordable. And to be forthright, all new business quotes that we issue in our CUSP insurance program, we do include an optional cyber liability quote. That we throw in there, it doesn't cost anything. It's free coverage, ladies and gentlemen. That's what Lauri and Alan do. Okay, we make things easy. All right, insurance made simple. That's our motto. So ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Cyber liability in a nutshell and how it applies to associations and management companies. It's a very simple and easy process to quote, and the coverage is ridiculously affordable. It doesn't make sense not to have this coverage.
Reach out by email at cusp, C-U-S-P, @sahouri.com.
Okay. Ask for Alan or Lauri or anyone else on our commercial team that can help you out. It takes, I hate to use I can't use Geico, can I? No. 14 minutes could save you 44% on your cyber liability insurance.
Email us at cusp.
Cusp,
yes, Sahouri.com.
Cusp.com. Or elrada, RYDER.com.
It's too complicated for you. Okay, sorry.
But
Call us though.